sorry that I'm about to like shit on your like childhood memory, but
Choco tacos are dope,
Choco
though.
tacos were not. They were properly rated, bro.
We used to spend time there at like 22 years old, smoking outside with weed with some random ass fucking dude. And there's one dude. He's like, "Hey, you guys want to smoke? I got a pipe." We're passing around the circle.
Random dude.
And you know, one of us, I'm gonna leave it nameless. One of us drops the pipe and it falls on the ground and it fucking shatters. Fuck! He got all fucking crazy, like crazy. Welcome back, guys, to another episode of the Unlucky Specialist Podcast. Yours truly, Sam Torres.
And your boy, Jeff Depenya, aka Old Fitz, aka it's good to be back, son.
It's good to be back.
Took a week off.
Took a little week off, took a little time off, took a time to be with family. Sometimes it gets a little difficult to do a podcast, you know what I mean? Like, shit to do, people to see, places to go.
Can't always make that room for just one time a week. It's something you just...
We're doing it. We're getting to it.
It's good to be back, though.
It's great. Like always, guys, thank you for following. Make sure you guys got us on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit the bell, because that lets you know when we put videos up, and that the videos will be up when they're up.
Ding, ding, ding,
You know what I mean? But also follow us on Instagram at Unlucky Specialists, on Twitter, even though we rarely tweet there, Unlucky S Podcasts.
Yeah, I know, we gotta get more on Twitter. I need to know how to use Twitter on outside of my own personality, and just need to like,
because I feel like with Twitter you create this persona of who you are, because it's not really... it is a part of you, but it's not truly you, or maybe
or maybe it should be truly us.
Ooh,
yeah, I think we're thinking too hard, man. We didn't follow our own pre-show advice and stop. And like, once you hit that 27 mark, the less anxiety, we need to follow through.
Right.
And just like, fuck it, dude. Twitter gods, here we come, bro.
Twitter gods, here we come. Elon Musk.
Can we reach over for a cheers? I just want to cheers, dude. I feel like we never cheers on the pod.
We should do. It should be a unlucky.
we drink enough on the pod. We might as well.
Exactly. We stopped drinking some Millers because they wouldn't sponsor us.
Yeah, we have to turn it around. Miller didn't do its job.
But anyways, how you been, Jeff? How's life? How's everything? How's your weekend?
I've been good.
The last 2 weeks since we haven't spoken in a while.
It's been pretty good. So like overall, it's been pretty good. I mean, you know, one of my friends, RIP. Besides that, like he got hit in the hit and run.
Yeah.
Freddie Perez, a good guy. I mean, they did a hit and run on him right here on Sepulveda and Rinaldi, bro. Yeah. And he was way too young. He was only 30 years old. He was on his bike, man. Someone hit and run. Man, I hope they catch him. Hopefully before this comes out, they catch him. But if they don't, fucking 2017 GMC Denali or HD 2017 to 2022. However, it's like a big
ton.
Yeah, it's a big truck. It's like a truck that like it's like HD. They describe it like a trophy truck, right? So you know if you know. Anybody, just come forward. $50,000 reward.
Yeah, man. I mean, at least all you got to do, and I feel like in those moments, people we were talking about it actually this weekend about those scary moments where you've been in accidents and different things like that. But thankfully, I've never been in an accident where anybody's been hurt, right?
Yeah.
But if I were to be, I understand the fear, because I've had the fear of crashing and nobody being hurt.
At the end of the day, it ends up being worse.
That's what I'm saying. Like you're if you stay there and call 911, you could have saved a life. Yeah, you get whatever ticket you may get, but it isn't a murder charge on top of that. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it's more of a, you possibly could have saved their life, because hey, he was right there by Holy Cross. You know what I mean?
They pulled super close to the hospital.
If they pulled over right away, I didn't even think of that. Pulled over right away, called 911. The ambulance would have been there, took it in there. Like that's the thing, though. Like that's that for me that I think about. Like if I would like to think, and I would like to keep putting it into my head, that if that was ever me in that situation, I'm gonna stop, pull over, call 911. Take whatever consequences happen, because you know what I mean.
It works out for the best, you know. But at the end of the day, I think moral of the story here is like, don't speed.
For sure.
Supposedly he was going 70 down.
People in the valley, bro.
Take your time.
Just drive. I feel like I've had this conversation a little too often recently. Is moving back to the valley. You know, we were living out in West LA for a while. moving back to the Valley, I realized one thing about the Valley. The Valley people know how to drive. They just don't give a fuck.
Yeah, people are really fucking. Even just now, like coming off, I got off on Osborne. Some dude was like literally going 70, bro, in a truck too, which fucking talk about like a slight trigger.
Right.
Like this dude was really going like 70 in his car, bro, in his big ass truck. I'm like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah.
Like and weaving in and out of traffic. No, and then it's like, where you going, bro?
People taking reds when it's like
bro, this
when it's
took
just
a straight red.
Yeah, no, I mean straight red because I was waiting there and I almost went and they still like it was like a good 15 seconds into the green, my green light that they took that red.
Look, and the thing is,
thankfully the person across the street was on their phone. They didn't pay attention and didn't go across.
Whoa, yeah, fuck. Probably the first time that being on your phone while driving is good.
Saved a life.
Yeah, for
you know what I mean? But I'm saying like my people in the Valley. Maybe it's the gray hairs going in my head. Maybe it's the life changes and different things that's happening. But slow the fuck down.
And nowhere that you have to be unless it's like a huge emergency. But that 70 miles an hour on the street takes off like a minute at a time. It's not going to get you anywhere too much faster than where you
You're already fucking late.
Yeah. It's honestly like you're not going to get there that much quicker.
You're late, bro.
Sometimes you catch those motherfuckers that are speeding like at the next light, bro. Right. It's like, come on, bro. You're not even going that fast, brother. So, slow it down, chill out. Hopefully they catch this dude. RIP to the homie Freddie, man. He was a good guy. Gone way too soon, man.
For sure. This weekend we went to brunch.
We did brunch.
We kicked it with the ladies.
Things that you gotta enjoy. Brunch, man. Shout out to brunch once again.
Shout out to brunch.
Shout out to big time brunch.
No, shout out. And we had this conversation there. Brunch places that have good food don't have bottomless mimosas.
Yeah.
And places that have bottomless mimosas
have pretty terrible food.
Not
terrible, but it's more bar food.
Their food. Like, you know what
food.
I mean? No. And you'll have an egg, a breakfast burrito. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, or some eggs and bacon, but it's not going to be good.
Like, there's this place that we go to. It's called Hyperion Public. It's like they have bottomless mimosas, and it's super cheap. But like the food is like you said, they have their breakfast burrito, they have their breakfast sandwich, they have like their classic breakfast, maybe,
and then like bar food,
and then like a pastrami sandwich or like chicken tenders, but it's like you're not food that you're gonna fucking run to that place for. You're running to that place because you're trying to get fucked up at 11 a.m. on a
Sunday morning,
Sunday or Saturday. But like places like how we went to, what was it called? Meet Her at a Bar.
Met her at a bar.
That place has good food. There's this other place called Ivanhoe. Same thing. It's by the bottle, but it's like
Pat's Cantina. Shout out to Pat's Cantina.
But you go there for the food. Good fucking food.
We were talking about this. I fucking hate, and I feel like we've talked about this on this podcast before, but I hate that people know that I'm in a brunch club, because then now every time I am the suggested one, be like, oh, just ask Sam.
That's literally
ask Sam and Monique.
That's literally what I did. Because like Amber and Monique were trying to plan it, and she's like, I don't know where to take them. I'm like, don't even suggest. They're in a brunch club. They'll take us somewhere.
They know how to take us out of the town.
And she's like, all right, now I'm not stressed. I'm like, exactly. Let them suggest. They have a brunch club.
And we've been to places, you know what I mean? But we go places here and there once every other month and new places. But like I said,
that place was good. That was actually a pretty good place. And I passed that place a lot because me and the homie Matt, everybody knows, shout out to Matt Zavala.
We passed the place. You guys were right
the Little Bar. Yeah, it's called the Little Bar. It's a really cool bar. They changed the ownership, so they changed it up. But I passed that place so many times.
La Brea and 8th. If you ever want, my Angelino fans, everybody that's watching that's from Los Angeles, go and check it out. La Brea and 8th.
La Brea and 8th.
Good food. I had a breakfast burrito. You had an omelet. Monique had,
which is pretty basic breakfast food, but it's also like there's an art to
they had a fucking
omelet.
Truffle Parmesan waffle fries.
Hell yeah, bro. Let's go.
Fucking delicious. You know those kettle chips that we love here on the podcast?
But it was actually fries, and it was way better than the chip, and I love those chips.
Yeah. Imagine fries.
Yeah, no, that shit was delicious.
With champagne.
Do people like... Am I just like inventing this? But like, did people used to... Is champagne on ice a thing?
On ice? Like the bottle on ice?
Oh, see, that makes sense, because I would think like growing up, I was like, champagne on ice. Are you guys pouring the champagne in a cup full of ice because that sounds terrible.
That's horrible.
But champagne on ice, of course.
Yeah, like the bottle on ice.
The bottle on ice.
Yeah, they always bring it on ice.
You're right. You're right. Yeah. I'm not cool.
Afterwards, we went to a great fucking brewery. It was dope.
All seasons.
It was my first time there. It was inside of this old Firestone tire place. You know, where you get your car service and things like that. They had beers. They had fucking tacos. We had fucking short rib fries. Kind of masala fries.
Really good. Really good. But I will say that whole area, though, I mean, obviously it's like La Brea, but that whole area was for sure full of like transplants.
Oh, 100%.
100%, bro.
Yeah. It's not.
Obviously, there's some native, like Angelino, SoCal type adjacent people.
I love that you bring that up, though, Jeff.
Because you could just tell.
I feel like we need to do that more. We need to get. Look, it's been. I haven't lived in the Valley that long. It's been 2 months so far. But when I did live in the Valley, there was a lot of that dive bar feel. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. The Valley's full of dive bars.
And no, but what I've heard lately is because after the pandemic, some of those dive bars had to close down because of, obviously, economic issues and shit like that.
Crazy Harry's.
Yeah. Crazy Harry's.
RP to that place, bro.
For sure.
Fucking talk about a place where, for better or worse, I learned how to drink.
Is Lease for Cock still there? I mean, Lease for Cocktails? Sorry.
Dude, that place, bro, it's definitely still there. And
it's still there?
I refuse to go. Yeah. I refuse to go to it, but I heard a rumor that place like got raided by the FBI, like in the middle of the pandemic.
That place kind of reminds me of the Exposed that we were watching the bikes.
Oh yes, Lease for Cocktails and that Exposed on fucking DeSoto and
same fucking owner,
same vibe, bro. I wouldn't be surprised, dude.
Honestly, dude,
I would not be surprised it's the same fucking owner, dude. And
we used to spend time there at like 22 years old, fucking smoking outside with weed with some random ass fucking dude. We broke the pipe.
I feel like that's an experience everybody has been. I think the first time I got drunk at a bar was at Least for Cocktails, bro.
No, I don't know if it was the first time I had a drink at a bar. No, it was somewhere else. But we were there with like a bunch of us. You might have been there too, Jeff. All of us were there.
I don't doubt it.
We got hella fucked up inside. We go outside and we're trying to smoke, and there's one dude. He's like, "Hey, you guys want to smoke? I got a pipe." And then he didn't have any weed, like, and we're like, oh fuck it, we got weed, like, you know what I mean, we'll match it, we put it there and everything, we're passing around the circle,
random dude,
and one of us, I'm gonna leave it nameless, one of us drops the pipe and it falls on the ground and it fucking shatters.
Damn.
And it was the dude whose pipe was passing it to this person.
Was he mad?
At first he was like, oh, don't worry about it, it's all good. Oh no, my bad. Don't worry. Fuck! He got all fucking crazy, like crazy, dude.
Damn.
At that point, we left.
That's why I never go to Lee's for cocktails.
At that point, we just got in the car and we're like, fuck this place.
Don't ever go back. Don't ever set foot in that bar again.
That's
definitely typical seedy,
typical valley though.
Like
no, but I feel like I feel like the valley's been kind of like stepping it up, coming up. Or like, yeah, there's like a lot of new places. Oaks. No, look, was there ever a Bar Louie in Northridge? No.
Bar Louie sucks. No, it
does,
bro.
Jeff. It does, but doesn't it bring that vibe a little bit up more?
Clearly, people like going there, but every time I've gone there, I'm like, yo, this place is garbage.
Okay, what about Porter Ranch right there, where that new
place got better? That place
got a little brew house.
That place got a lot better.
A barbecue place.
It's always in the richer upscale areas.
Yeah, it's true.
Porter Ranch, Sherman Oaks, Ventura,
Woodland
Hills. Yeah, there's better places there where it's like.
There's a new Buffalo Wild Wings coming to Sylmar.
That place is gonna turn ratchet fast.
For real.
That place is gonna turn ratchet fast. Like, I'm glad we saw that little Vice thing about that crazy strip club Exposed, because like it seems like everything that opens up in the valley, if you're like just around the wrong corner, you're gonna turn into that Exposed, bro.
You're gonna get right
like that Buffalo Wild Wings at the Northridge Mall. A lot of fights outside of
Fuck yeah.
Possibly
the Dave and Buster's.
Possibly a couple shootings.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, some of the valley, what's wrong with y'all, man? We need to love each other, man.
I feel like we think we're too hood. And we're not.
Yeah, why? Just because you're next to Canoga Park and next to San Fernando Pacoima doesn't mean you have to join.
But we love all of our hoods.
We love our hoods. But if you're not part of the hood, don't act like you're part of the hood. Right. Just because you live in the hood doesn't mean you have to act like you're part of it.
Right.
And what I mean by part of it...
We know what we mean, Jeff. We know what you mean.
Not going to name any names,
But yes. How do we get into fucking gang affiliation?
Because we're talking about fucking Lee's for Cocktails, bro.
I know, that's where we got. That's where Lee's for Cocktails. Brunch and then the brewery got us there. Fucking
we talk about transplants. That's why there's transplants kicking at those dope places, because we're stuck at Lee's for Cocktails, for sure. Bro. Nah, but that Firestone Brewery place, it's not even Firestone, it's fucking all seasons. Brewing. That place is super cool. But it's that whole area of La Brea.
They got skee ball. And I got a little trick with skee ball. It's got a little flick of the wrist.
I know, I copied you. Yeah, I saw what you were doing, and I was
kind of like bring it up. You gotta bring it up a little bit. It's got a little kick up.
Feel it.
Yeah.
That's I wish I would have known that in my Charles E. Cheese days.
Charles E. Cheese days. I miss that.
Do you?
I'm gonna miss that.
Are you?
So I mean, I'm gonna just break.
I know why you're gonna miss it, because soon enough you're gonna be going there a lot.
No, there's no more. There's only one in Santa Clarita. But anyway.
Oh yeah, Charles E. Cheese is
let's just bam. Hey, put the announcement out here.
We got a new member of the podcast.
Sam. I'm having a child.
Let's go.
I'm having a baby girl. A baby girl out there, yeah, for sure. Thank you.
Shout out to Monique wherever she at.
Shout out to Monique in the other room. But yeah, it takes two to make a baby. But
that's what I heard.
Yeah, it does.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, it's scary, bro.
How does it feel, bro? How does it feel?
It's something else.
Are you already a father?
That's the question.
Does it start? Do you start like feeling it from like your toes to your knees? Like you're like
I feel weird.
The dad strength is coming.
I feel weird.
The dad strength is coming in.
I like white socks a lot more now,
dude. Now you're gonna wear those. You were already into like cooking.
You know what? I look at the yard and I'm like, you know what?
This thing needs to be mowed.
No, it's fake, but I need to rake the shit out of all that over there.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like, gotta clean it up.
I like it. I
like
it.
Belts feel a little nicer. That I could tuck in my shirts.
Tucking in shirts. That's already been kind of cool for a little bit, but now you have the excuse,
right, to
be like, you know what, my shirt needs to be tucked. I'm a father. You're a father, bro. That's tight, bro. I'm fucking happy for you guys, man. It's awesome. But this is what I will say. And you said you downloaded this app. The dad pregnancy app?
No, it's called Daddy Up.
What the Daddy Up? What the fuck is that?
Because you're gonna giddy up, daddy.
Giddy up, daddy. Go get them groceries, boy.
It's honestly like a fucking support system for your wife. You know what I mean? Or your significant other. Oh,
there we go.
Oh, there you go.
The dad's field.
Is there? I thought that was somebody sucking on a teat. Sorry.
Daddy Up is the handy app for upcoming dads with more fun and fewer dainty details about girly bits.
I sure hope we get a little
Okay, I kind of see what they're trying. You know what? This is actually probably really helpful, because you know what? I feel like, obviously I'm not a father, but I feel like I wouldn't know what the fuck to even do.
It's coming to happen. So I'm over the hill already. I'm going up the mountain. We're coming up on week 15,
You're sucked in, bro. You're like, I'm up the mountain, son.
Yeah.
That's cool. Like, what do they make you do? Like, what type
They don't make me do anything. They just remind me that it's tough for her.
But do they give you like, do they give you like, no, I get it. No, I'm not laughing that it's tough. I believe. I'm just saying, like, what? So what is it doing though? Is it like helping you like psychologically? Like, is it giving you like ideas?
Yeah, it says find out what chore she doesn't like to do.
Okay.
Do it.
All right.
All of them. All of them.
I don't like doing shit. Fuck, I gotta do it all.
I gotta do everything here.
It like logs your fucking like pace.
5 minutes.
Shit. Like,
you didn't do enough.
You didn't fucking wash those dishes.
You will never be a great father.
You motherfucker, literally.
Now this is Daddy Down.
This is not Daddy Up. This is Daddy Down, bro. Now that's cool, I guess. No, that's cool. I want them to, you know what, Daddy Up, suggest Sam some ideas. Like, Massage.
True.
Walk.
Right.
Get that baby route going with that little stroller so you can, this is the path that we'll take. Plan it now, Sam.
I watched the, how many weeks has it been since Thor came out? How many people have seen it in here? Have you watched Thor? Okay.
Was it good?
It was great. It was fucking amazing. And so, not to spoil anything, at the end of the movie, I felt like more...
Don't be afraid to spoil it because of me.
No. I'm just not going to spoil it because I'm not going to go through the whole fucking movie because it was great. If you didn't watch it, well, you're a fucking loser. But anyways, at the end of the movie, I felt more like, you know what? I could be a girl dad. You know what I mean? It's a little tough for a guy to, you know what I mean? Because with a guy, with a boy, you could be like, fuck you. What the fuck you doing, you little asshole?
That's what you would tell your son? No, I'm just playing.
Yeah, probably.
Be like, fuck you, bro.
no, but you're a little more, you know.
I know what you mean.
And it's a girl, you're like, fuck.
That's how it starts, huh? That's the whole daddy's little girl thing.
Yeah.
That's how it starts. You're like,
you're gonna wrap me around their finger.
How can I talk to this beautiful...
I'm gonna be bankrupt by 34.
Don't say that. You're gonna be rich.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
No, but that's tight, bro. I'm fucking happy for you, bro.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Is it too soon to ask? Shall there be more Tauruses?
It's not too soon to ask. No, yeah. I mean, I'd like to have like a sibling for the baby.
Because like in my mind, I'm like, yo, like I feel like I'm getting a little old. Whenever I start having kids, I'm just gonna be like, boom, boom, and I only want to have two, and I'm just gonna have them like.
That's exactly. You know what? That's exactly the plan, Jeff.
Those kids are going to be separated by like a year or
9 months.
Yeah, like 9 months, bro. Like,
no, seriously.
Because you start thinking, you're like, I don't want to raise again, right?
Right.
It's like the kid's already 8 and now I have to raise another baby. Like, both at the same time. Let's go.
Like when it's time enough to do it, just back to back.
It's gonna have
as well kids. As because they got somebody to grow up with. You know what I mean? Like
that's tight. I was the only child, and like for a bit it seems kind of cool, but then like the older you get, you're like, you know what? It would be tight to have a brother. It would be tight to have a sister. Like you think you're not missing out on much, but then like you start seeing
see other friends,
siblings, their sibling, then they have like a special connection. You're like, you know what? I do wish I had that. So like,
that's something that you would wish on your own kids. You know what I mean? Right? Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. No. So yeah, we definitely want to try. I'm going for a boy afterwards. The whole thing is hilarious because we didn't have a name at all for a girl because we're so certain it was going to be a boy, and as soon as we were like found out we're pregnant, all right, it's gonna be Samuel Abner Torres the second.
I fuck with the second. I don't
know what I mean. It was no junior. The second.
That's tight. That's hard. I like that.
And I was gonna instill into that boy that their only thing in this life is to make another boy named Samuel Abner Torres the third.
It's like my only advice for you is make another one with the same name, dog.
That's all I ask.
That's it. Everything else, bro. Fuck it.
You figure it out.
That's funny. Have you? You probably can't say it. No name for the daughter right now. We're under wraps. All right.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it off the air.
TBD
for sure.
That's tight, man.
For sure. Something that is near and dear to my heart and is hella random, and I segued into it like beautifully. It's like a baby. It reminds me of me being a baby.
Ooh.
It's when I used to get really fucking faded with young Jay in his car, and he'd be like, you down to go get a Choco Taco? We go to the liquor store, the fucking local 7-Eleven.
I think we need to pick up some
Choco Taco merch.
R.I.P. Put it on the team.
No, look, underrated ice cream treat for sure. Because people were like, oh, the taco was a little like not stale. What would you call it?
Yeah, no, I know. It's like not even crunchy. It's like this little like rubbery.
Yeah, kind of like cardboardy a little bit. But it was everybody's faces around like, I don't know if I would eat that shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm sorry that I'm about to like shit on your like childhood memory, but
Choco Tacos are dope.
Choco Tacos were not. They were properly rated, bro.
properly rated.
They were just properly rated.
Right?
Like,
just
some people probably
Klondike
overrated them. Some people probably underrated them. They're just properly rated. Like you had to get it fresh. Like that shit just dropped. Like this is the newest Choco Taco on top. They just dropped it off, dog.
The truck just put it on the other truck.
Exactly. Like that's how it's got to be. Because I did have a couple Choco Tacos in my day where it wasn't like that.
Me too.
It was like you could tell this is like
oh
just
shit.
It just made this one.
It just crunched in my mouth.
I was like, yeah. This is good. But I'm gonna tell you, the number one.
Yeah. Let's go into it. Let's get.
Are we gonna do a rating?
A rating
another
of
rate. Another.
Let's just do top five.
Top five.
Ice Cream Man.
Give your fifth.
Novelties.
Give
all right.
Fifth.
My fifth. It's gonna be controversial here, and it's gonna be all around whatever bubblegum fucking eyed ice cream, whether it be
whatever bubblegum eyed fucking ice cream.
No. Think
from
about
SpongeBob to Sonic, son.
To fucking the Ninja Turtles and remember who was he? Pikachu's on there too. Fucking Jigglypuff.
Jigglypuff. I don't think I ever saw Jigglypuff.
I saw Jigglypuff. You know, all of those are gonna.
You're right. I like that one.
Those are gonna be a classic because it's a classic. Five.
I like that. I agree with you. Five. How about four?
I'm gonna do. I'm a classic guy, I guess. I'm a classic guy.
A classic man, if you will.
Classic man. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go with the ice cream sandwich. Just you know what I mean. Just
okay. I have a hot take right here though.
Right.
I like the ice cream sandwich, but what if I told you it was an ice cream sandwich on a stick? It had a wrestler printed on it. What if I told you Hulk Hogan was on that shit? What if I told you Undertaker was on the ice cream sandwich? I had those
here and there.
The ice cream sandwich was white.
I'm gonna change my fourth one to the cookie ice cream sandwich. Ooh. The Nestle one, the fucking chocolate chip one. You know what I mean? They started coming in a little later.
I'm going with the wrestler ice cream sandwich. That's 4 for me.
Yeah. And then number 3. Damn, I can't believe I have it at 3. It's the drumstick. It's classic. You go get it. You know what I mean? On a cold day, you whatever.
Is a drumstick like a Klondike bar as well? Are we grouping them together?
No. Drumstick is the cone with the ice cream dipped in chocolate.
Yeah, I wouldn't usually get those at the ice cream truck though.
No,
my mom would just bring those
home. Yeah, that's true.
Like I usually wouldn't get those at the ice cream. You know
that's true. No, that's true.
You know what I would get at the ice cream truck, and then I'm putting at 3 is a fucking. I don't know. This is gonna be a hot take because this is like not even ice cream.
Don't even say Dippin' Dots because they don't even have those on those things.
It's fucking hot Cheetos with nacho cheese on it.
Jeff, that's not even ice cream.
But it's on the ice cream truck, son. It's on the ice cream truck.
You're gonna have the internet wild over this shit.
Is it not on the ice cream truck?
No, they're gonna be on your side.
Yeah, that shit was sick.
Hot Cheetos.
And that's why it's 3 because it's not ice cream, but it's better than the other shit I just mentioned.
That's true. My number 2.
Hot Cheetos and cheese. No, like fuck it, I'm naming it 2
with a little bit of jalapenos on top.
Ooh, I forgot that. Maybe if you're in the right place, a little weird ground beef on that joint.
They cut it on the side and they give you a little fork. Oh my god. Anyway,
it's still in the bag.
Yes,
dog.
We're going after this.
I can't even eat hot Cheetos now, bro.
Not anymore.
That would fucking ruin me for 2 days, bro.
I have to call out sick.
It's like, yo, I can't. Are you hungover? No, hot Cheetos, bro.
My asshole is this wide open.
Damn. I hope not, bro. That sounds hurtful.
Number 2.
Bad times.
Number two. I have the strawberry shortcake. Not strawberry shortcake. It's the cheese. You know what's it called? Strawberry shortcake?
Yeah. Strawberry shortcake.
It has a little crunch on the outside and all that.
I'm putting that number 1, son.
Number one.
Number 2 for me.
Number 1's the big stick.
Number 2 for me is the big stick.
Yeah, the big stick is number 1.
Like the ones that Mr. Newmeyer used to go.
Orange, yellow, or red.
Have, like, the colors of like the
rainbow.
The rainbow.
The sunset.
It's like there's some that are more orangey. There's some that are more yellow and blue.
Yeah,
like
purple.
But it's this big, thick, like ice cream stick.
Massive.
It had like no name. Like no one knows what it's called. It's just a big stick.
I think that's what it's called.
I hope that's what it's called. Because if not, I'm just gonna call it the baton. There we go.
Yeah. There you go.
I'm getting a brain freeze on my teeth. Like, you know,
but it was so fucking good and creamy.
I feel like I'm biting into it. Like my eyes are closing and shit.
Yeah. It's cooling my heartburn down.
No, that shits are good, but I'm putting fucking strawberry shortcake #1, bro. The all-time most delicious thing. I remember the first time I ate it, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, because it didn't look good. It looked kind of like, it didn't look like ice cream when you first saw it. You're like, why do people eat that? But then one day I just ordered it. I was like,
this is completing my life.
I am one with the heavens.
Speaking of childhood and fucking hooliganism.
I thought childhood and fucking.
No, we passed fatherhood.
Oh, you're right.
What's it called? When I was in that whole Mr. Newmeyer era, when I was in like that 6th, 7th, 8th grade, I got fat as fuck. Why?
You blew up to high levels.
High levels of sugar intake.
I'll tell you this, 75-cent Shastas.
70 and
that for sure wasn't. I'm not blaming the fucking ice cream. I'm blaming those Shastas that I was drinking like they were like water. Son.
I was getting the ice creams. I was getting the fucking cosmic brownies.
Fuck yeah, dude. Those shits were good, dude. I remember one time I ordered ordered it. I went
and fucking got that shit from.
I went to go get the cosmic brownie and Mr. Newmore was like, why can't you just get better at basketball? I'm like, wow. I'm getting a fucking cosmic brownie, dog. Leave me alone, bro.
Why can't you get better at basketball?
I know. I don't know, bro. I think he saw something in me, but I was disappointing him.
He saw.
He thought it was gonna light a fire in my ass, but if not, I did the opposite. I was like, you know what? Give me 2 cosmic.
Yeah, you know what? And a drumstick at the back,
and a 2 Shastas.
Yeah, I was saying and a 2 Shastas, but those tiki punch Shastas.
And I'm leaving. Those are so good.
He would run out of.
That's why we all got super fat for like middle schoolers, dude.
Oh yeah. All those sodas, and they had Fruitopia machines.
Fruitopia, that shit is poison, dog.
They had the Fruitopia machines with the Powerade.
Probably.
No, they don't. They discontinued those a while ago.
No, but I bet you they still got that machine though.
I don't know. I don't know if even Fruitopia is alive.
I'm just saying that machine is gathering dust.
But it was so good. The Fruitopia.
You liked them?
I liked them.
I don't think I liked them. I think I just drank them.
I liked them. I ate everything. I'm telling you, cosmic brownies, oatmeal cream pies. Fucking what was those like crunchy nutter? It was like a nutter butter, but it was all little.
Is
Debbie
that the new Fruitopia?
No, Fruitopia's down there.
No, that's the old school Fruitopia.
Yeah.
I like that hat though.
Yeah,
World condoms.
Wow!
Is that a
Fruitopia turned into a condom? It tastes so good while you drink it.
Do you spray that on your penis? What is that?
You spray it on the condom before you put it on.
Just tag your shit.
You get a little raspberry flavored water-based lubricant.
Oh my god, they're definitely marketing this to me right now. They're like, Jeff, remember when?
Remember
that hat though. I'm buying that hat
down there. That was a class. That's what we were drinking. Strawberry passion.
I'm buying that hat.
Undercurrent.
I'm ordering that hat right now.
The hat's dope as fuck.
That shit, it looks awful right there.
No, I mean it's awfully
blast. That hat is fire, dog.
Yes.
You know what people would enjoy Fruitopia with possibly?
Fucking
promethazine.
It might be good.
Like, right. You know, because people are drinking all these like exotic pops.
You put a little Jolly Rancher at the bottom.
Don't you love that like rappers started like they came up with like a more exquisite name for soda? They call it exotic pop.
Never heard of that.
Only rappers, bro.
Only rappers know, just like Jeff.
It's in me, bro. I'm
still connected.
I'm the exotic pop
to the game.
It's in me, bro. 116 away, bro. I'm just 1 bar away, bro, from blowing
dirty
up.
soda.
Dirty soda.
I mean, dirty pop. You said no.
Exotic pop.
Exotic pops.
There's like Fagos. Like these like different like weird Fagos, these like exotic fucking Sprites and Coca-Colas that you get in Japan.
What?
I'm telling you, look it up. I'm telling you.
No, I want to look this up. No, I didn't pay attention to you at the beginning, but I was like, really this is a thing.
And like weird like candies and shit. Look at this is one of them for sure. Cool Cup juice, bro.
Cool Cup juice. It has promethazine and all that in there?
No.
Oh.
It comes with the promethazine.
It already comes illegally packaged.
It comes
for real. Exotic Pop in Houston, Texas. I don't know, bro. It's in Houston, Texas.
This is Moneybag Yo, bro. So he knows what's popping. Look, he has multiple brands, bro.
Cool Cup, the legends.
Look at these sodas, bro. Cripa-Cola, bro.
And it's just soda?
Yes.
No, Jeff. It's just soda.
There is not lean in there, bro.
Or alcohol.
There's nothing in there. It's a soda.
It's like the rap chips.
That shit is $50, dog.
It's like the rap chips.
$50 cola, bro.
No, it's a Cripa-Cola.
It's a Cripa-Cola. My bad. Wave juice, bro. Blood pop, son.
Oh my god.
Exotic Pop Mac Dre Bubble, bro.
Lil Kiki.
Exotic Lil Kiki, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
Jeez.
And these aren't even.
Why don't we come up with these things?
Because we don't drink lean, bro. Let's start a new habit.
let's
is that Vanessa?
Start a drug habit just for the podcast.
Vanessa Guillen alkaline water, bro. Is that the soldier who got shot?
No, is it? It is. It is right there. It is.
That's ridiculous.
Wow. The things you learn.
The things you learn when you don't have shit to do. The Trick Daddy juice is sold out, just in case anybody was wondering. Just in case anybody was really hoping to buy some Trick Daddy grape juice, bro. It's out.
Sold out.
I don't think you can get it.
Trust me, I'm in line.
I'm in line, bro. I've been waiting for months. I blame it on the supply shortage.
Topic I want to talk about. New friends.
New friends?
Yeah.
How many of them are there?
No new friends for me. I think the older I get, the reason why I feel like it just takes so much out of me to like really try to be personable.
Like, are you talking about just in general, or is it just more?
So like I've been going to this. Job. I'm not gonna say it because people are like,
don't say it. Yeah, don't.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So I go to this place here and there, and then people invite me out to eat and then hang out and stuff. And I'm usually like, nah, I gotta go. I gotta do this. Oh, nah, I gotta do that. But a lot of times I was telling you, like, I think it's my own self, like, not anxiety, but my own self, like, fuck, what am I gonna, like, why? Like, it's easier if I had a friend in that group of friends that was part of them, then it would be easier because, you could talk to them, introduce you, give you that little layup to whatever story, you know what I mean, you're doing. But in just meeting new people,
I've never really been good with just like totally opening up to new people just in general. Like most of my life has always been like, especially with friends,
right?
Rarely, when I went to La Sierra, I did kind of get an alley-oop for Matt, like with like Caleb and like some of my friends. But I did make friends on my own and then like connected it. But that's college, and it's like you still kind of have that excuse.
Like the group of friends that you've been going around with.
And it's like, but then the thing is, it's like after that though, I can't really think of like many new friends. I think like maybe I met like a couple dudes that like talk sports at like a bar.
Right.
So like they just become cool, but those are like the sports.
But not like people that you like hit up and say, hey, it's a Friday night, I have nothing to do, let's go fucking hit this bar up.
It just becomes different. I just think the capacity to like bring new people into your life the older you get, it just becomes smaller because you have less time.
Right.
You have like less
time.
Or
patience, I guess. That's where I'm coming at. Like I feel like going into it, I have to like really try, and I don't want to.
Mm-hmm. No, you do.
You get what I'm saying? Like you really have to like make that effort to make a conversation or like say something fucking interesting. No, but imagine, it's like you're dating again. You know what I mean? Like
say that, bro. Like that's the thing. It reminds me of when I was first newly single, and like you really just gotta be like, holy shit, I gotta find a way to be interesting and cool to like some new person, because it's like.
Because then you get that traction going with that person. You know what I mean? That if we vibed on something, it's going to continue kind of going in that way. But if not, then you're kind of like,
No, and it's hard to meet somebody that you're gonna be like totally let in. And I think at least when you're dating, like at least like after a while, you're like, you know what, I want to find somebody that I could really be cool with and they could become my significant other. At least that's what I started thinking. Like, I'm not one. I've never been one to like just want to be single for a long time. Right. Like that's just been just something I've noticed in my life. Yeah. So it's like, you know, after like a year and a half, I'm like, yo, I need to like. Find somebody like find something. And it's like, you know, but you have to
something that you can click.
It's almost something that you do have to.
You have to force yourself
to get out of your comfort zone. Really, is what it is. Because you could just get like super lost in your shit. But I feel like that's when it comes to like finding a significant other, or dating a girl, like. At least you kind of you get like motivated for it, but I feel like in terms of like just like regular friends, it's harder to find that motivation because it's like,
and a lot of people deal with that shit though.
A lot of people deal with it in multiple ways, bro. Like people have a hard time finding people that they want to date. People have a hard time finding people to even make friends. Yeah. I feel like low key we're taking it for granted that people even want to hang out with us.
Exactly, I take it for granted that you guys come here every week to make a podcast.
Some people are really lonely, bro, and they talk about having anxiety to even like make a friend. Like we're like I'm not acting like people want to hang out with me all the time because that's not the case, but it's like, you know, I get invited to like little things. Right. People ask me, oh, you want to go do something? I'm like, nah.
But I'm just weird as fuck. I feel like I'm just weird as fuck, and I'm like, I have to talk though. Exactly. Like I'd rather just. I feel like it's a thin line between weird and lazy. Yeah. Because it's
very thin.
Do I want to talk? Or do I just want to go home, smoke some weed, and watch whatever I was watching on Netflix?
After doing that for too long, like just going home, like not at least, but you have a wife, like you have somebody that you're always gonna have. But if you don't have somebody there, like it's only so long where it's like you could just go home, smoke that joint, watch TV, and play video games, and you're like, damn, I need to do something. Right. I need to like meet somebody, meet some people. So like you start taking those invites. You start in that like. You know, like it's one of those things where it's like I could like you don't like to meet new friends, but when you find yourself in that position where you feel like you have to, like you just at least you should force yourself out of your comfort zone. Because I've been in a position where like I felt like I didn't really have like any immediate friends. Like because a lot of times, next thing you know, those people that you used to always kick it with, they're not around anymore.
That's true.
That happens quicker than you think.
We were just talking about how far out it's been since we've been in high school or graduated from high school. You know what I mean? Like we're reminiscing on different stories, and it just. The people that you grew up with in those times that you felt that you were going to be with at certain times though your whole life are not usually there.
Your
you know
friends,
what I mean?
like your ex-girlfriends, your some maybe teachers that you thought you're always going to keep in contact with, like certain mentors, even certain coworkers. You're like, oh, I'm always going to be in contact with this person. Nah, people go by the wayside, bro. And sometimes you'll find yourself in that position where you're really lonely. You're like, damn, I don't really have friends right now because either the ones that are cool with me because they do still me up, they're busy right now, or they got their own life popping, and I'm like, I need to find something. So you have to like force yourself out of that comfort zone. I feel like you at this point, you probably don't feel like you need to do that. You kind of have your circle, and you have your people. Like you have this, and at a certain point, you only have so much bandwidth, it's like to deal with. I don't need to add any. I feel like I'm pretty.
But I feel like in a single person's perspective,
for sure,
you need that small circle, but as well as those other little pockets that you can. You know what I mean? Other little pockets that you can go to where you're like comfortable, because people, like you said. I've been in that moment where people are like, oh, they're a couple, they're doing their own thing. They're doing this thing, and I'm by myself here. You know what I mean? Like, what am I doing? So you find those little pockets where you fit in. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
In those spaces.
So it's like, like, you know, maybe right now you're not, you have too much bandwidth and you're not looking for new friends, right? Like you're just like, I don't really need new friends, because adding another friend is like another burden, because then you have to feel like, damn, I got to kick it with this person, or I got to invite them to shit. Like, so it's like, you know, but I feel like when especially if you're single, and especially if you're, you know, in a new town, or you're in a new job and you're single and you're just trying to, you know, make your way into a certain new profession, or you're at a new school, like you gotta have to, like, if you don't put yourself out there even a little, you'll end up being really lonely. Because like, and I'm really bad at that.
Unlucky specialist advice right here,
straight up, because I'm really bad at that. Like I'm the type of person that, like, left to my own devices, I will just like curl up into my ball and like stay.
But it's good to talk about it now or later on, looking back at it and say like,
Because I've had, and honestly, shout out to the homies too, because they take you out of that.
For sure.
They'd be like, bro, let's get the fuck out the house. Or like, dude, come through and play ball. Or like, hey, bro, I'm gonna go watch a movie, bro. Come through. And it's like, shout out to all the homies that like, when I've been in that position, they've brought me out of that. And it's like, sometimes you feel like, hey, you see the homie kind of going through shit, you bring them out. Or like, or if you're that cool person at this new place and you see them kind of talking alone, just be like, hey, like, you don't have to be the cool person. You just gotta be like, hey, there's a new person. Like, hey, what's up, dude? Like, I'm Jeff. Like, hey, nice to meet you.
Exactly.
You don't even got to be like, let's go to the bar. It's just like, nice to meet you.
It's that simple, that gesture that helps people. And it's helped me out in certain places where people are just like, hey, my name is this.
Exactly. Nice to meet you.
This is like, I had a new job. You know what I mean? I just started a new job. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, hey, this is where you put your lunch if you need to bring your lunch.
Helpful advice.
Oh, thanks.
Exactly.
Hey, you get water right here.
Exactly.
Great. Thank you.
It's those little things that matter. So it's
it helps.
And those people eventually becoming your friends. They don't even have to be like big time friends. Like, it's just those people you just start relying on at your work. And then they become like your work friends and blah, blah, blah. What does it say? Our new report suggests that 30% of all Americans, including 61% of young adults, 51% of mothers, feel serious loneliness. Not surprisingly, loneliness appears to have increased substantially since the outbreak of the... Oh, for sure. I'm pretty sure people were lonely as fuck during that time.
No, but I feel like...
I feel like during work, though, in person, though. So I was never, like... I was always interacting during the pandemic. So, like, I never really felt, like, that crazy isolation.
No, I did a little bit. But I feel like you... In the pandemic, you find to learn what's your pocket. Or what's the place where you're like, all right, I'm good here. Or like I feel like I got into the age during the pandemic where I was just like, I'm good here and I don't need to look for anything else. But there's those little other things that there's these friends, but I usually hang out here. You know what I mean? Like,
I feel like a lot of people did that.
Exactly.
But a lot of people did. A lot of people found that's probably why those numbers were what they were, because a lot of people found out that they didn't have that pocket and they didn't have those places to turn around to. So it's like.
And especially here in Los Angeles, like we're saying, there's a lot of transplants. A lot of people that come out here that try to, people ended up going back home. Yeah, they did.
A lot of people ended up moving back to the States. But yeah, man, I'm mostly on board. No new friends, but I feel like that's a luxury. It's kind of a luxury, right? Like no new friends is kind of a luxury.
It is kind of luxury.
When you find yourself in that position, like you do want some new friends.
For sure.
So
But let's take
be like that.
A minuscule break. We'll be right back. Welcome back, guys. Unlucky Specialist Podcast. Back from the break. Back from
the crypt.
Back from the crypt.
We had some Cripicola.
We had some Cripicola. That's crazy. We ordered
$50 Cripicola. I bet you that shit sucks, bro.
What was that called? We talked about it. What was it?
Something juice? Alkaline water? That's what I'm still shocked. Trick Daddy juice?
Trick Daddy juice? Jeez.
I remember Trick Daddy was on like Hot 97 talking about how he liked to get his ass ate.
Oh yeah, I heard that.
I was like, all right, Trick Daddy, that's enough for me.
That's enough. We don't need to hear all that.
No more sodas for you.
We were watching this video on Twitter right before the podcast. It's Kevin Hart and all these fucking dudes, and he's like, one of the dudes is like, yeah, I went with my wife to this like nudity comedy, this nudity community, this nudity community,
like a nudist beach,
like a nudist. There you go, a nudist
like a resort or something.
A nudist community. That's the word. They go out and they're just standing there, just. And then Kevin Hart said, "Well, are you fucking?" Or they said, "No,
are you fucking?"
He's like, "No, we just like the company of other naked people." And I wouldn't think I would be able to do that.
I don't think I'd be able to do that either. I don't want to see other naked people either. Like, it's like,
I'm not even comfortable with myself naked.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be comfortable with myself.
Like I'm comfortable with myself enough to like in my own private space. Yeah, I sleep naked. I'm not afraid to say it. You know what I mean? Like,
that's right. Break barriers, Sam. No, I'm just playing. That's super normal. But
yeah, we could cut that out.
I don't like sleeping naked. I like sleeping with at least my boxers on. So I'm for sure like not just gonna be walking out.
But I'm not able to do that in front of other people that I don't trust.
Exactly. No, I'm not doing it, bro. It's not my thing. And it seemed like all those motherfuckers were like, bro, pause, bro. Like you're just out here sweating and jangling, bro.
Like no. Are you just?
He's like, I don't like eating breakfast in the nude. All right, bro, but you'll like walk around.
Walking around, just fucking naked.
I was like, I don't know, man. It ain't my thing, bro. I don't think it can ever be my thing.
No,
but there's always gonna be like that certain subset.
There's people that like certain things.
Very niche.
Very niche.
Very niche.
More European.
Probably, yeah.
I don't know.
Probably.
Let's talk a little bit about sports. Let's get into something that we talk about.
Enough of the nudes.
Enough of the nudes.
Back to the dudes.
Yeah. We have to have a t-shirt that says no nudes, more dudes.
We'll workshop that one. I know you're trying.
Will we give people get bit?
No, I don't know. I feel like Kevin Hart. Pause, bro. No nudes, more dudes.
We'll workshop that.
Yeah, we'll workshop that. We'll get there. There's potential there. There's potential.
Something about nudes and dudes there. The Dodgers.
Enough nudity, more dudity. Dude alert.
Dude alert.
Man o'clock. We're live workshopping. Live workshop.
What was that show with fucking the Jimmy Kimmel?
The Man Show.
The Man Show. Do you remember the Man Show?
I do remember the Man Show, but did you know the guys who took over after Jimmy Kimmel and Adam Carolla? It was Doug Stanhope and Joe Rogan.
I did not know
they
that. They
actually took over the Man Show for a season after Jimmy Kimmel and Adam Carolla.
That was the best show. Late at night, you were maybe 9 years old. You weren't
the Man Show,
you weren't allowed to because it was just naked, not naked ladies, but
it
ladies.
was, and people girls in bikinis for sure.
Leaving little to the imagination.
Now Jimmy Kimmel's just Mr. Late Night
Disney.
Right? Mr. Disney, exactly. It's totally cleaned up image.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But he's starting the Man Show. Don't ever forget. Google it.
We went from nudity to the Man Show.
That was a good transition.
That was a great transition.
That's
you know what I mean. That's where we grew up.
The Man Show was nudes and dudes.
There you go.
Nudes and dudes.
Man Show, nudes and dudes.
That's a strip club.
A
strip club is nudes and dudes.
We're gonna workshop all that.
We're for workshopping.
We're workshopping all this.
We're not gay, I promise.
We just talked about having a wife and a girlfriend.
That never stopped.
The Dodgers have been playing pretty good. I feel like we don't.
They won 9 in a row.
Yeah, 9 in a row.
Until they lost last night
to the Nationals and Juan Soto. And everybody wanting to be him for be on the team. Let's just talk about that. Let's not talk about what's going on. We're in the middle. Honestly, Jeff, with sports, I feel like in the middle of July, we're kind of stuck between after summer league and football's kind of coming around. But you're in the middle of
45 days till football. We're almost there.
Right.
We're almost there, people.
People are losing their shit right now.
We're crawling through the dark, hot desert.
And then little news. Football likes to stay in their news, with the whole Kyler Murray
contract. But it's it's dog days.
I feel like it's baseball.
Lucky for us, the Dodgers are really good, and they're always in the hunt for new additions
for sure.
And Juan Soto.
And what do you think? Do you think that the Dodgers are the type of team, or not the type of team? Do you think the Dodgers should trade for Juan Soto?
I mean, if you could get a player who's only 23 years old and still has 3 more years left on his contract, you do it. And Juan Soto's
let's say you're giving up what's his name? The number 1 prospect, the catcher, and then Bobby Miller, the number 2 prospect.
You're giving up all 3 of those prospects.
You might be giving up Dustin May.
Dustin May or Gavin Lux.
Yeah.
Well,
would you give up Gavin Lux right now for Juan Soto? I mean, I would too. Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. It's not just Gavin Lux, right?
I mean, it's Gavin Lux and a bunch of other players.
Yeah. I would do it, but at the same time, I don't think the Dodgers are the favorites. I think it's going to be someone like the Mets. I heard the Padres are
Cardinals.
The Cardinals. There's always going to be another team. I don't think the Dodgers are going to do it. If they do it, I'd be surprised. They are the type of team who would pull the trigger on that.
I feel like Juan Soto wants to come to the Dodgers.
Yeah,
I feel like he bought the house in Los Angeles
with the home run derby winning.
He won the home run derby.
Did you know that the winner of the home run derby gets $1 million?
Yeah,
and second place gets $750K.
Yeah,
which is just as much as money that Julio Rodriguez, who came in second, his first year contract is
$750. So he made double.
He made his yearly income in one night.
Wow.
So that's why he was going for it. It's like, bro, I'm making my whole year.
$1 million. He was trying to get winners to get that $1 million.
It would have been more than his contract. Yeah. But he actually matched it.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I didn't even know that about that. That's awesome.
It's awesome. It shows awesome you why he was super into it.
Yeah, and also where there's the disparity in minor league baseball and major leagues. But
750K is still fire. And Julio Rodriguez is another stud, by the way.
Fuck yeah,
he's fucking really good.
30 home runs. Like almost every round in the
home run derby. Yeah, no, Julio Rodriguez is nice, but going back, look, and Julio Rodriguez is like 20 years old. Juan Soto is already 23, but he's still super young. Already won a World Series, right. Been a 2-time All-Star. Already has 100 home runs.
Leading batting average in the national
last year. Not this year. This year he's been. It's because I have him in fantasy baseball. So his average is a little low, but he's still hitting. Like he has like 20 homers and 60 RBIs. Like he's still playing well, but his average isn't in the 300s. It's like 260 maybe, which isn't bad. But it's not. I want Juan Soto to hit like 330.
Right. That's why I got him.
That's why I wanted him. He's disappointed. I drafted him number 1, by the way. Which lets you know, once again, Juan Soto is the real fucking deal.
No, he is the real deal.
So if I'm the Dodgers, I would try to get him. I don't think it's gonna happen. I think he's gonna go. I'm predicting. I hope it doesn't happen. I'm predicting the Padres, bro.
I don't have that. I hope that doesn't happen. I'm hoping it's more the Yankees.
I don't want the Yankees to go.
No. You know why? So they can have them here and there. You know what I mean? Have that team. But the Yankees have had that bad luck on them in the postseason. You know
lately,
what I mean?
Yeah, since 2009. Yeah.
So if he's gonna see that they don't really win in the postseason. Maybe he doesn't sign a contract. Comes over. If it's not the Dodgers, give him the Yankees. And hey, let's see Juan Soto in the World Series.
Either way, a guy like him turning down $440 million for 15 years, and then the team was like, "Fuck you! You got to fly commercial to the home run derby."
I would have said, "Fuck you."
Jet. Yeah, I would have. I don't blame the Nationals, but it is very petty.
No, yeah, that's hella petty.
It's hella petty, and it shows you why that's not an organization that players are going to respect. Like teams gotta. I mean, teams always gotta have that in conscious and be mindful of those things.
That maybe later on he's like, you know what? Maybe I changed my mind. I do want to renegotiate.
It's not a good image for other players, and I know they're trying to rebuild aggressively. Like that's why they traded Trey Turner a couple years ago, and they let Anthony Rendon go, and they let Max Scherzer go, and they're gonna let Juan Soto go now probably because he said he's not gonna resign.
Josh
Bell's gone. Bryce Harper.
No, he's there. But he's gonna be.
He was on the Pirates. Yeah. Bryce Harper obviously was the first guy who didn't go. They won the World Series without Bryce, but they've been trying to shed salary for a while, and they're really trying to rebuild. So, but the thing is, you rebuild around a guy like Juan Soto, which is just funny. Like he's only 23 years old.
But think about that, Jeff. Could you imagine a lineup where or could you imagine a world where we could see our Dodgers with Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, Juan Soto, and Trey Turner all in the same lineup?
Stacked.
Crazy, right?
Stacked.
How would that... I feel like
they would still find a way to lose in the World Series.
No, Jeff, don't say that.
I'm just kidding.
Don't bring the Dodger curse upon us.
I'm just kidding. I don't want that to happen.
No, so
we're playing so well that I don't even think we need to make a move, to be completely honest.
Yeah,
I mean, you can't pass up on a player like Juan Soto. He's only 23 years old, so
they only have a couple days until August 3rd, I believe.
It's this week. Next week.
No, next week.
Yeah,
next week. So we'll see what happens. Not much else happening. KD probably going to Boston. Probably not going to Boston. That's the thing. Like I feel like during this time, there's really just rumors on rumors on rumors.
And this is the thing. Nothing's gonna happen in basketball until either people know that KD's staying or he gets moved. Every other shoe, like the Kyrie, the Russell.
Do you feel like Kyrie's gonna be moved because now that whole Buddy Hield and Miles Turner trade with the Pacers kind of crept up this week
for Russell Westbrook?
Yeah, Russell Westbrook and the 2027.
I would do that rather get Kyrie, to be completely honest.
Yeah, a lot of people are thinking about that, but now the Pacers decline and they want the 2029 pick instead of the 2027. And I said, fuck it. Okay,
I'd rather give you that one anyway.
Take whatever you want. Give us that.
I'll sprinkle in a little Taylor Horn Tucker if you want. You know, we just need to take him. Russell Westbrook, he's going through it, man. He fired his longtime agent.
Yeah.
Like, because his agent was keeping according to social media and the rumors in the media, just in general, is that his agent was basically telling him, like, hey, like, your value in the league is in the ground.
Right.
Like, no one wants you. So you got to, like, either accept a buyout or just accept, like, just green light a trade. Just be like, hey, I'm going to go, or accept a new role. Like, he was basically telling him the facts. Like, look, if you want to stay with the Lakers, you're going to have to accept a new role, maybe come off the bench. Like, change your whole idea of touches and everything, or you're gonna have to accept a buyout, or you're gonna get traded and you're just gonna have to, like, be in a terrible team. Like,
yeah,
and he's just like, fuck that. Like, he supposedly doesn't want to accept a buyout because he thinks that's for lame aging stars. But it's like, hey, like, that's what you are. Yep. And he doesn't want to accept a new role because he thinks he's better than that. And it's like, dude, then what do you want to do? You don't even want to get traded. It's like, so,
right.
And then he fires his agent. It shows you that he's kind of in a bad place.
No, he is. He definitely is. And I feel like it's going to be soon when they make that move. I feel like the Lakers have given them that chance in the offseason. Coach Ham has been like saying all these good things about him, but I feel like that's been kind of that puff piece to finally be like, use that trade.
And Coach Ham is saying all the right things in the meeting. He was on the podcast with Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes.
Oh, yeah.
And it was a really good podcast. And he had a lot of good things to say just about the team in general. Even Russell Westbrook, he's saying all the right things. And, like, you know, you hear things just like when he's talking to the regular media and he's, like, talking about, like, accountability, but he's not really going into it. In this podcast, he did go in because, you know, Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson are, like, his contemporaries. He played against them and they're from the same years and shit. So it's like, he was opening up and he is saying all the right things, and he was going in depth about it. He's saying that, like, we don't win without, like fuck everything else. Like, we need Anthony Davis healthy. Like, everything stops if he's not healthy. Like, fuck all the accountability, all nothing. If he's not healthy, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I love that.
And that's just some real shit because it's true. It's like we could ask for Russell Westbrook to be accountable
for sure
all he wants, but if Anthony Davis is hurt, it doesn't fucking matter.
The guy that we traded the farm for.
Exactly. So he's saying that. He's saying, you know, he's going to be a pleasure to work with LeBron James. Like, basically saying, I don't even need to tell him shit. Like, he's just going to do it. And that's like music to everyone's ears because it's like, you're not going to walk in there and tell LeBron James shit. You just got to know that he's coming to work every day and you're coaching the rest of the team, basically. For sure. And then it's like he's talking about Russell Westbrook. You got to take accountability. Yeah. Play a good D on the other end and just kind of basically
give us what you got.
Accountability is a key. Is a secretive term for you're gonna have a new role, and, like, you're gonna be called out. He even said it. If we're in the film room and I point something out and it's clear as day,
right?
Like that you're missing he's not talking about Russell Westbrook. But he's talking about him. Like, he's like, if we're in the film room. And it's clear as day that you missed that you didn't box out,
right?
That you didn't close out on D, that your man, you lost your man,
right?
That you're, you know, not making the right pass, and I call you out on it, and you're just here on another. You're not seeing what the whole team is seeing, right. Then that's not accountability. And I'm like, that's fire because that's the truth. That's what we need. That's what people mean. People think accountability means like, hey, like, I'm gonna yell at you in the locker room, or I'm gonna, like, call you out in the huddle. It's like, no, bro.
When we're setting film.
It's in the film room. It's in the day in to day out. Like, when we're in the practice, and I tell you, like, hey, you missed this cut, or like you missed the cutter, and everybody's kind of like, you kind of did, and you're just over here like, nah, bro, it was someone else. Then we're not even on the same wavelength.
And I feel like you have to have that mentality to be like, I made that mistake. Let's learn from it, like everybody else does. You know what I mean?
It's a bit of kind of being humble too. Like, you got to realize, like, it's not about you; it's about the team, and that's just in everything. But for sure with Russell Westbrook, or sure with this team, because that was the rumors too that Frank Vogel would call him out in the film room. He'd be like, "Nah, fuck that." He'd blame somebody else, or be like, he would always, like, remove it from himself and put it on someone else. And
I don't know if the move to LA was the best move for him, or I don't know. If it was after the Rockets,
the Wizards, the Rockets, Like, he's just been a bad fit. He thrives when the ball is just strictly in his hands and everyone moves out the way. But he's not that good anymore.
Put him in Indiana. They're gonna rebuild. Send us over somebody else.
Yeah, to me, if I'm being realistic, nothing's gonna happen, and we're gonna run it back with Russell Westbrook until the All-Star break, until the trade deadline, and then we'll either trade him or buy him out. Yeah. And that's, I think, the most like realistic outcome, because the Nets aren't forced to trade KD. They're not really forced to trade Kyrie. No way. It's like, so
they could have him through the
trade deadline. Yeah. Like it's more realistic that the teams just kind of run it back and they'll see how it goes. But if KD gets traded, then everything opens up.
Where do you think he's gonna like? Not where do you think?
I've had money.
No. Where do you wish? Not think or hope or no. Where do you wish? Like somewhere that you feel like, oh, that's where I'd like to see KD at.
Damn, you know what would be crazy? I don't know if it's gonna happen, but you know what would be crazy if he went to Denver.
Whoa, okay,
Jokic, they'd win a championship.
That'd be crazy.
They would win a championship for sure, 100%.
Damn, I didn't even think of Denver. I was just saying the typicals. I would like him with Chris Paul in Phoenix.
Phoenix would have been good, but then they re-signed Ayton. So now it's like that's kind of out the window because they would have to trade Ayton, and I don't think they could trade Ayton until after the trade deadline.
Right.
Like they have to wait till December 19th.
Yeah.
After when you sign with a new team, and it is technically a new team, like because he re-signed, it's like you have to wait till December 19th. I think that's the rule. So that for sure can't even happen until like next year. You know,
but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
That Denver shit would be crazy though, wouldn't it? That should be wild. They'd win a championship. They'd be the best.
The West would that would take the whole thing out of West and East and everything. It'd be like
Jokic and
you know what I mean? Because the West would be so stacked. You'd have LeBron, you'd have Curry, you'd have KD all on the same side. Yeah. Eventually, Kyrie traded it to the Lakers.
That'd be wild. That'd be fucking wild.
Crazy times. Crazy times we're living in right now. People.
Crazy times, man.
Inflations.
Nas. Nazir Jones. Oysters.
Oysters.
I love oysters.
We'll definitely talk about oyster bar.
We'll leave it to the mind.
We'll leave it to them to wonder what that is. But thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching this podcast. We appreciate you. Again, subscribe, like, hit the bell. At the Unlucky Specialist on Instagram. We appreciate your love. It's your boy Sam Torres.
Your boy Jeff That Benya. We out here. We love y'all. Peace.
Woo.